I think the question everyone wants to know is why would you go on national television and say you have genital warts if you don't? Do you mind elaborating a little bit for us?
Can I just take another drag off my cigarette?
Go for it.
Okay, so Excused contacts me, right? And they tell me, you know, Johnny, you booked the show, you're going to be on it, you know, we're going to pick you up tomorrow in a stretch limousine. You know, I think great. You know, they're going to pick me up at 8 a.m. in a stretch limousine. Well, guess what? 8 a.m. comes and it's not a stretch limousine. It's a town car. But that's cool. You know, I'm not a materialistic person, you know, I don't really care, you know. So I hop in the town car, I put my things inside, and the driver says to me, he says, got some really pretty girls, you know, that are gonna be on the show with you today. And he hands me a piece of paper. And I look at the piece of paper with the pretty girls on it, and guess what? They are very pretty girls. You know, and I get to set, you know, and the host, you know, Liza comes up to me and she says, you know, you guys want some, you know, mixed drinks, you know, to loosen up, you know, before we start to film? And I think, sure, you know, why not? I'll have a Jack and Coke, you know, at 9 a.m., right? So, you know, there I am drinking, you know, me and Sweet Action, you know, at 9 a.m. in the morning. And, you know, we continue drinking and drinking, you know, as the show goes on. So, you know, I notice, you know, as we're filming, you know, these girls who come up to the door, you know, they ring the doorbell to get let into the excused house. You know, obviously these aren't the same girls that, you know, the town car driver handed me the piece of paper. You know, these girls are very unattractive. You know, this is, you know, it's all a lie. These are not the same girls. So, you know, I come to that conclusion, you know, and I start to think, you know, this show's gonna suck. You know, I have absolutely, you know, nothing to work with. This show's gonna suck. But then I start to think, you know, outside the box, you know, like I normally do. You know what I mean? Even though, you know, you have nothing to work with, Sarhanis, nothing would be funnier than seeing you make out with these unattractive girls like they're dime pieces on national TV. I think that would be hilarious. So guess what? I make good TV. So that's what I did. I made out with those girls like they were not dime pieces on national TV to make a joke out of the situation. Now, okay, we go into the bar scene, you know, things really like heat up in the bar scene, you know what I mean? Joke's on them, you know, I'm making a joke out of the show, right? So, when we're driving back to the excused house, you know what I mean? After we, you know, after the bar scene, you know, Sweet Action tells me that he has a little bit of Mary Jane, right? And you know me, I'm always down to smoke. So, you know what I mean? We puff the Mary Jane, you know, before we begin to shoot again. Okay, there's actually, you know, there's a shot on that show where it cuts to me when he goes on his romantic scene with Nicole, where it cuts to me and they say, what's your plan? What are you going to do with Nicole? I say, I'm going to get her naked for the world to see. Look at my eyes, okay? I am high at that point for the rest of the show, okay? Now, Liza comes up to us, okay? And who am I most attracted to? I mean, all the girls were unattractive, but, I mean, I would have taken the wrestler. You know what I mean? Or I would have taken the girl with, you know, the curly little hair, the girl that likes to, you know, date the Jewish guys, you know what I mean? I liked those girls better. But Liza says, you know, we pre-picked these girls are a lot of fun, we want, you know, you guys to move on with these girls. Yeah, we're half in the bag, so it's like, it's cool. You know, I'm high, it's cool, yeah, everything's cool. So that's what we do, all right? So, when we dismiss Shannon, I watch her stand up. And that's when I come to the conclusion that, you know, Shannon's a dude. You know, I just kissed a transgender on national TV. Now, I get very upset. And I tell them, I say, do not air this show. I say, do not air this show on national TV because I just kissed a dude. I said, and that's not right. And all of a sudden, you know, they got to take Johnny outside. They got to calm Johnny down. You know, bring Johnny outside. Give him some water. You know, give him some fresh air. You know what I mean? Calm him down. And I'm saying, don't air this show. You know what I mean? That's not right. You did me wrong. You did me wrong. Shannon is a transgender, and they denied it. And they denied it. Now in life, okay, if something goes wrong, you know, there's always a way out. You know, you can always finagle something. You know, and now I'm trying to think, you know, how can I make this go away? How can I make this go away? And I can't think of anything. And the girl's trying to calm me down in the dressing room before I go into my romantic scene with Nicole. And I tell the girl, I said, you know what I'm going to do? I need to do something so outrageous, so over the top, to take the attention off the fact that I just kissed a transgender, and I'm going to put it on my dick. And I start thinking, you know, well, which STD am I going to say I have? Am I going to say that I have chlamydia? Am I going to say that I have herpes? Am I going to say that I have gonorrhea? Until the production assistant starts to laugh and says, say genital warts. And I thought, she's right. That would be the most hilarious STD to say that you have, genital warts. So, I go into the romantic scene with Nicole, you know? And, you know, I know what you're thinking, you know, why would a guy say that he has genital warts, you know what I mean, on national TV if he doesn't have genital warts? Well, that's the reason why, man. I said it to take the attention off the fact that I just kissed a transgender to put it on my dick. And I'm not trying to sit here and, you know what I mean, diss gay people. I think that's great. You know what I mean? To each their own. I'm just glad that I like pussy. That's all.